12 o'clock on a Wednesday, and this is the Wizard Magic Review. I'm Dave.
And I'm Sean.
And on this week's show, first of all, we've got an app. It's App of the Month. In fact, there's two apps that get App of the Month this month. We didn't have one last month. It's my show, so I make the rules. And this first app is by Suarez Arteaga Nelson. Yes. I knew I'd remember his name.
I said you wouldn't remember it. And you remembered it.
And you need to write it down. We will be writing a few things down during this app.
Yeah, we will.
So we remember the things. That's why we're writing them down. And this is by Niltech Apps. Adrian is the creator. But he's also the creator of the Card Phone app, which I gave Best Trick of 2023 to. And it's something that I still use today. An amazing effect, the Card Phone app. One of the best tech magic tricks that I perform as the tech magician. But this is literally, it's limited by your imagination. You can do so many things with it. You can do a colour match routine. You can predict anything.
Anything.
You can predict, literally, Sean.
Come on,
you can predict any object.
I'm going to try and disprove your theory.
Right, let's have a couple of objects.
Okay.
So we'll have two volunteers. We'll have Sean and alter ego Sean. And a couple of objects. So let's imagine that you can travel to anywhere. You can travel anywhere in your mind right now, Sean.
I'm there.
Where would you like to travel to?
Florida.
Florida, okay. And imagine that you're in Florida.
Yep.
And you're going to go and pick up an object in Florida.
Okay.
Any object. What object are you going to pick up?
I have just picked up an alligator.
Right. Well, that's random.
A friendly alligator.
I'm going to write that down. Alligator. And let's imagine now that you've travelled back from Florida in your mind.
Okay.
You're in your own home.
Yeah.
You're going to go to any room in the house.
Okay.
Which room would you like to go to?
The kitchen.
The kitchen. Okay. Well, we need to narrow it down to an object.
Okay.
So you could go in the fridge, you could go in a drawer, you could go in a cupboard, but I want you to get an object. In your mind, imagine that you pick up that object and you choose that object.
Okay.
What object are you going to go for?
I've just got back from holiday. The cupboards are empty, the fridge is empty, so I've got to go for a drawer. And I have taken out a spoon.
A spoon?
A magic spoon.
So there's a couple of objects there.
Yeah.
We've got alligator and we have got spoon. Be honest, did we set this up? Did we pre-arrange anything? No, we didn't. And yet, I want to show you that the other day, I made a prediction and I actually drew it out on my notes app on my phone. And I made a doodle, I made a drawing. And can you see? Let's make sure it shows up on the camera. Can you see?
I can see it.
That on my notes app, I drew an alligator and a spoon.
Incredible.
Thank you very much.
Magic.
With the MindDraw app, which is using technology, you can literally draw anything and predict it. And that could be on a custom-made image of yourself. It could just be you holding a piece of paper, because you create the image and then the MindDraw app creates the prediction on it. You do need to be able to do it a subscription to ChatGPT, which I think most people are using these days. And every time that you use it, it costs a cent. Every single time that you do the trick, it's costing you a cent. So only save it for your best customers. But it can do many, many different things. The crazy thing, I think, is the colour match routine, which I haven't got to grips with just yet. But imagine this, that you don't even need colour pens. You can do a rough drawing of a clown character, for example, and then you can write the colours pointing to each area. You don't even need to do it. You just write them down, then open up your phone. You've got a picture of you holding the drawing, and the drawing has the correct colours.
Of course.
So you can use it like a colour match routine. Predict literally anything. It will recognise the words to predict the object. It will even recognise the actual objects themselves. Anything up to 3 objects. So you can do like a free will style routine where you get people to take out objects from their pockets, eliminate them down to a couple of objects or 3 objects, and then you can open up your phone, and in your phone there'll be a prediction of you. It could be text written, it can be images that you've drawn of the objects that were freely chosen by spectators.
It's very, very clever.
It does. I get the feeling that the app is growing all the time. And I have a feeling that the best trick with the MindDraw app has not yet been invented, but it just shows you the possibilities with this. It is absolutely incredible. It's getting App of the Month. That is the MindDraw app. We'll put the links in the description.